Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from Alpha Central titled Men Are Refusing to Tolerate Women's BS, and it's about high time they do. Now, today's video was suggested to me by Matrix of Madness. I'm going to leave both of their channels linked in the pinned comments, so make sure you go and subscribe to these guys. Don't forget to leave your own comments, and let's jump right into the video.
You're seriously not watching TV right now? Are you kidding? You still haven't taken the trash out. I asked you to do one thing, which is take the trash out. I asked you 3 hours ago. I've asked you like 6 times today. I've asked you so many times to take the trash out. And yet here it is in my hand. Are you seriously putting it on right now? Are you kidding? Are you joking? You're so annoying. You're so annoying. I'm so done with you. Just take the trash out. Like,
It's funny how she says that she's done with him, yet she's still demanding that he takes out the trash for her.
Who are you?
Danny, who are you guys?
This is Keegan and Kelsey.
Okay. How are you guys?
Good.
You should be like better now that I'm looking at you, Danny.
Please leave us alone.
Okay.
She should have gotten the idea when he made it clear that he wanted to be left in peace, but she had to make herself look even more foolish by trying to get him to say some stupid pickup line.
So then, if you was to give a number, how many willies have you, like, in your life?
I'm getting close to 2,000.
You're getting close to 1,000?
2,000.
2,000. 2,000, bruv. She's the Floyd Mayweather of willies, bruv. What's your goal, though? Like, what's levels to you? Like, yo, I'm gonna be in the Guinness Book of World Records when I hit this number.
I think like 10,000. Imagine getting a number of 10,000. Now that'd be something my daddy would be very proud.
This ting is tapped, bruv. Big man ting, and that to you will be like the personal...
Like, imagine me going to my dad. I mean, probably be dead by the time I hit 10,000.
Yeah.
Imagine being the father of a woman who did that. That's not something a father would be proud of his daughter for doing. That brings so much shame to the family legacy.
But like saying, like, going to his grave saying, like, Daddy, I hit 10,000 bodies.
That is mad, bruv. Big man ting. What do you think? Do you think he'll be turning in the grave, or do you think, like, he'll be like, yeah, babes?
He'd be like, yeah, go on, girl.
Big man. Was he quite a liberal man?
Shout out to my dad. Well, he's supportive now, so there's no reason why he wouldn't be when I get 10,000.
What kind of work did he do?
He used to work on, like, the train track.
And now his daughter's getting railed. That's a dangerous game, you know, you get me? Because he could have seen that and it could have gone the other way, bruv. He might have wanted to jump on the train tracks.
Possibly.
Her dad's a waste man, bruv. Shout out to National Rail, bruv.
My dad does support.
It's rather difficult to believe that a father would support a daughter that does such disgraceful things. That man must feel like he failed that woman.
Does he smoke?
No, don't smoke.
Because I can think he's this mad baked that's watching this, like, yeah, man.
No, don't smoke.
Okay. He's defo mad baked, bruv.
Not even Thanos can erase that body count. Sheesh.
What's your ideal age in a man?
19, 20.
What's your ideal race?
I tend to like go for Asians.
We'll just do any. Minimum height.
6 foot. Actually,
Yikes.
no. We can go like 5'11".
Sure, changing from 6 foot to 5'11" sounds way more reasonable. She honestly thinks that's a fair compromise.
Okay, and the minimum income.
Probably once I graduate, I'd say 80,000.
The probability of you finding your kind of man? For 0.39%.
That seems pretty realistic, honestly.
Well, the numbers are realistic. It's your expectations that are delusional.
Okay, now what are some deal breakers?
All right, I'm gonna be honest.
Uh-oh. I was nervous.
If you don't understand the difference between like a good wig and a bad wig, we not gonna work out. I think that's a disorder. And then, she probably got a bad wig. But,
Modern women don't want men to be honest. They say that they do, but they want that honesty to be nothing but unending praise for every single fiber of her being.
It's gonna hurt someone's feelings, but what's a green flag that low-key gives you the ick? Oh, I know my answer. And my answer is for surely gonna hurt somebody's feelings, but I truly don't give a I cannot date a man who is a good father. There's always a back-to-school night, a parent-teacher conference, a birthday party, a play date, a recital, a game. There's always something that he has to be at.
This should come as a complete surprise to absolutely nobody. The icks that modern women come up with are so absurd that it's pretty much designed to sabotage any chance of finding contentment in life.
I'm moving in with my boyfriend soon. He's been single for 5 years before meeting me. Let me show you all the things that need to change in his place to make this spot a little bit more gender neutral. Starting off with this. Gotta go. Black rug, gotta go.
This woman clearly has no respect for her boyfriend since she hasn't even moved in yet and is already planning on getting rid of all of his stuff so that she can make place for hers.
Another black rug. Black, black, black. Everything is black. Black. I'm not walking all the way over there, but black. When men move in, it's like the only thing that they can use is black. To them, that's the only manly thing. Look. Black, black, black. Are we surprised?
Look, most men are not going to care if you just want to change the color of their rugs or sheets or towels when you move in, as long as it's a color that you're both agreeing on.
The biggest issue here is that she's using this as an opportunity to publicly shame her man for having better things to do with his money than buy multicolored towels and rugs.
But all too many times, women will make the mistake of eliminating all of the decorations. But he decorated in that way, and he used those items because he likes them. So there needs to be some sort of communication and compromise. He doesn't want to feel like his girlfriend moves in, and he has to eliminate everything about him, everything that he likes.
She doesn't care about anything that he likes. She can't even respect the sanctity of his own home. She needs control over it so that she can be happy.
I'm homeless, and this is how I date. I shower and get ready at the gym, and then I take my stuff to storage since it's not that far. I Uber to and from the date, even though they usually ask to come and pick me up.
Why do these women constantly insist on giving us insights into their dating routines when nobody ever asked her?
I don't mention being homeless until the second or third date, but it hasn't been an issue so far. If you have a problem with me dating, just remember I'm homeless by choice, and unlike you, I don't have any rent to pay.
Let me guess, she's got no address but is looking for a man with his life figured out.
So do you feel like WNBA players should get paid more salary?
100%, yeah.
Why?
Because it's an underrated women's sport. As of like 2 years ago, until Andrew Reese and Caitlin Clark, they got into the system, I feel like that was not appreciated as much.
She shouldn't be allowed to discuss these things unless she can name 5 WNBA teams. There are probably less than 10,000 people who can actually do that on the face of the planet.
Do you know that last year the WNBA generated about $200 million or less, and the NBA generated over $10 billion? $10 billion. Where's that money gonna come from?
Bruh. Take it from the men, take it from the men, take it from the men.
See, the thing is, the NBA is already donating to the WNBA, and they're already taking a loss. So what can they do to increase the viewership and make more people want to tune in and go to the games?
There is nothing they can do to increase revenue like that. The masses naturally want to watch masculine men compete who are significantly more talented, and it's been that way for thousands of years.
Sponsorships, like get women the deals and the sponsorships that they give the men. If you give us that, we'll get all the credit, I feel like. If we see KD and you see any other line that's out there that's giving it to men, the same thing will happen to women, I feel like. And then that's where the exposure comes from.
So let me ask you a question. You got your homegirl with you.
Yeah.
When was the last time you guys went to a WNBA game to watch it and just support?
I would say 3 years ago for me.
There are people out there who spend substantial amounts of money to get season tickets for their favorite men's sport, and yet she hasn't been to a WNBA game in 3 years.
I was in college at that time.
I feel like that's one of the biggest ways that they can increase the salaries, that women have to start supporting women. And even though they may not watch the WNBA, some women go to NBA games and they don't watch the NBA. They have to make it an outing, get their man to get them tickets to a WNBA game, get a WNBA jersey, you know, get Asia Wilson shoes and stuff like that. That's the way that they can get paid more. Would you agree?
I agree. 100%.
Appreciate you.
Because these women feel the need to feel oppressed no matter what, and something as meaningless as women's sports is just one of the reasons they find to endlessly complain.
So I had somebody that asked to take me on a date, right? And I was telling him, well, instead of taking me on a date, the same money that you gonna use towards the date, you can help me buy my part for my car. My car is still drivable, but I need like a crankshaft or a camshaft, and it's like $200. I was like, I'll come up with the rest, you know, like you ain't gotta give me the whole thing.
What's really sad is how she thinks that her logic is sound, even though men aren't asking her to date, and even if they did, they wouldn't spend much money on her.
Hypothetically, say you had a child and they were a female, right?
Mm-hmm.
At what age would you teach them that showing their body is empowering?
I would teach them at all ages to be comfortable with who they are and how they they go about doing that, I'm not going to judge them.
Okay, if they came to you and said, Mom, your pictures online, I just found them on accident. Some kid in the class actually brought them up in class. That harms me. Are you going to listen, or are you going to say, oh, sweetheart, you just don't understand. I'm empowered?
I would say that those pictures are how I chose to express myself. I have sensual photos online that do go along with my poetry.
You are declared a Muslim, right? That's what you say.
Yeah.
That child is going to be relentlessly bullied at school, shunned by the community, and their lives will forever be ruined because of her spicy content. And yet she still feels the need to make it about her. These women are so damn selfish.
Men not being at work on a weekday, I don't like it.
Oh, so men shouldn't take time off?
No.
Oh my.
Why are you not at work? Why is it a Wednesday afternoon and you're not working?
She seriously assumes that all men everywhere work 9-to-5 jobs from Monday to Friday, which means that she's clearly never worked a real job a day in her life.
I mean, it's almost like it's nobody's business why a man would decide to take the day off work. I mean, heaven forbid he be taking care of some personal or family business, or even just taking time for himself. But apparently, that's asking too much.
Not at the office. Not on a construction site.
I wonder if they could stereotype men a little bit more. I bet that would help.
Do you work from home? Because even that's pushing it.
And who can guess what they're about to say next?
Working from home is for the girlies.
Modern women love to try and gatekeep as much as they possibly can, to the point where men can't even so much as walk a single step without violating something that is just for their quote-unquote girlies.
The girlies and the gays, not for the guys.
Oh, this is fun. So now the appropriateness of a person's job is dependent on their gender as well as their orientation. Okay.
Why are you traipsing around a random city on a Tuesday? Go to work. Go to work.
You know, ironically, in the spirit of equality, I think someone should probably be taking their own advice.
Do these women just think that men are listening to them? If that's the case, then you almost have to feel sorry for some of these women. Almost.
Dad, please. When he went out to the club, he was looking for and he found you.
Dad. He was looking for.
So what's it going to be? You're going to be a good housewife, or you're going to be a...
Dad, you can't say that to her, okay?
Am I gonna, I mean...
You don't, please don't, you don't have to answer.
Starting to feel like a...
Oh my God.
And that dad is just looking out for his own son with blunt honesty. That woman clearly doesn't care about that guy and can't even show some basic decency to his father.
What's going on? You're the one banging on here?
Yeah, I'm trying to get in touch with my ex-husband.
Were you banging on the doors all along?
I banged on the door because he won't let me in.
You live here or no?
Stuff. Yes.
Or you used to?
I live here.
Did you launch anything in there?
No.
You sure?
Yes.
Modern women feel justified in destroying private property because they feel angry for some stupid reason, and then they try to lie about it because accountability is not in their vocabulary.
Sugar Bow? Sugar Bow? Don't do this.
If you cannot afford a lawyer.
For what? Wait.
For breaking the window, for
I didn't
break.
break the window.
We'll speak about that now.
I did not break the window.
Okay. If you want to speak to me about it, we can, but I have to read you the same rights.
I want to speak with you. Yes, I want to speak with you.
Okay.
I did not break the window.
Just give me a second so I can read your rights and then we'll go from there, okay?
Wait, officer.
Yeah,
officer, I did not break the window.
Lady, the camera caught you breaking the window. What's even the point of lying?
Country is Alaska in.
That's the tricky question. I don't know that one.
Yeah.
This is a question that people have had no problem answering for over 50 years. Now it's part of a final examination for a master's degree.
Just think of a country, if you had to guess a country.
Mississippi?
Now, see, this would be the same type of woman that asks you what you bring to the table. Intelligence, that's what I'm bringing. Somebody got to be smart.
Way too many women that can't even name 6 countries wants a 6-figure man.
So I have a yoga membership, so that's $150 a month.
These women talk about their yoga classes as if they're absolutely necessary for their lives, but if you ask them, they don't even go to yoga class for months on end.
I get my hair colored at least once a month. Okay. That's about $180. Hair products, $150. Makeup, $300. I do go to saunas, $55 a day. And then I'll get a massage like once a month, and that's like $120.
Okay. Wow. That's a lot of money on upkeep.
Okay, so what's your grand total?
We're at $1,205.
Alicia's budget? That's a lot of money for a 25-year-old. So my thought is, you got a sugar daddy or something? I'm expensive.
She either has a sugar daddy or is in a catastrophic amount of credit card debt. Either one seems equally plausible.
If a woman has to work, you cannot then tell me, oh, you're going to work, you're going to come home and do some more work, and you're going to submit to me. You have not earned the title of head of...
That's why you're single. Like, this is the exact reason. That mouth, number one, because you don't know how to sit down. Sometimes it's time to sit down and shut up.
I'm single because I want to be single.
No one wants to be single.
These women get so angry at the mere idea of being nice to a man that they'd rather make fools of themselves on the internet and then claim they're single because they want to be.
You're a lonely mother. Human beings are social animals. You're dead lying to say you want to be single.
So
and what I know
I'm single, I don't socialize. I'm single and I don't socialize. I have a lot of friends. I have a lot.
And you got an enormous because nobody wants to be single. You got to plug into the wall. Don't nobody want to be single. Right now, your dishwasher is a whole.
You have to subscribe to your worldview. You want to know what my worldviews are?
I know what it is. You still got a Christmas tree in the background because you ain't even took it down. Like, that's showing me you're overwhelmed.
She asked that question and immediately assumed people cared, but if she actually waited for a response to that question, the answer would be no.
So what happens now?
So I'm about to issue some notices to appear for court in lieu of making a physical arrest and taking you to jail because I don't want to do that. All right? But you can't drive this car. If she has a valid license, she's the one who's going to take perfect. She'll take over for you. But you're going to have a court date that you're going to have to appear for, okay? The court date is going to get mailed to you. You're going to have a court date for driving with suspension.
This woman has no idea how lucky she is, and it wouldn't be surprising if she figures out a way to completely screw that up.
And for your speed, for doing 96 and a 50. I'm going to need a couple of things from you. First is going to be a signature at the bottom of both these citations next to the blue X. It's not admission to guilt. Simply saying you're aware you're going to receive a court date in the mail and you promise to appear for it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and crumple these up. I'm going to go print out a new copy. If you don't appropriately sign the citations, ma'am, I will be forced to make a physical arrest, okay? So I'm going to give you one more opportunity to comply.
You physically saw me sign those, correct?
If a police officer is going out of his way to not arrest you, then the least you can do is actually not give the guy attitude, but she can't help but be snarky towards him because she hates being wrong.
And that counts as a signature, correct?
No, that's not a signature. Right?
Anything from pen to paper, if you physically see me sign, that is my signature. It does not have to be legible.
Okay.
You don't even allow my wife to get out with me. You're like, are you kidding me?
All right, ma'am. So again, your signature is as it appears on your driver's license. This is not admission to guilt. This is simply an acknowledgement that you're aware you're going to receive a court date in the mail.
Like years ago.
So simply just need your compliance.
Do you want to see my actual signature?
All right, go ahead and turn around, place your hands behind your back for me.
I am not. Please,
Stay there. Stay there. Stop. Stop.
What exactly did she think was going to happen here? He made it clear what he needed, and she decided to be as disagreeable as possible. And when she's called out, she starts wailing like a spoiled brat.
It wasn't a healthy relationship.
Another toxic relationship.
It was. I mean, I got in it when I was young. I know, right? It's like status quo. But I got into it when I was younger.
When she says, "that was when I was younger," it sounds awfully like she's trying to tell Kevin Samuels that her past doesn't matter. Everybody knows, though, that their past absolutely does matter.
Because I had my son at 26. He and I got together when I was 23.
I'm shaking my head because I need you ladies to understand how full of y'all sound when y'all come in the same toxic relationships.
No,
listen.
Okay.
Y'all all sound full of to us when you come in talking about a toxic relationship that you were in for multiple years. We don't believe you.
I agree. I understand.
How many kids does his father have?
3.
How many different mothers?
3. Yeah.
Avoid this one, guys.
Avoid which one? Me?
You.
She's trying to laugh off the fact that she chooses terrible men. You can't laugh off something as significant as that. She went after the bad boys and still most likely has a thing for them.
People are always like, oh, nowadays, like, women, like, they don't appreciate the sanctity of marriage. Divorces happen all the time. Women divorce their husbands for no reason. Did you know that women weren't legally allowed to divorce their husbands for a no-fault divorce until 2010?
Like, well, you started the video off by saying people always like women are ending marriages for no reason, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. And then she said, "Did you know that women couldn't get a no-fault divorce until 2010?"
Modern women love to try and use the past as proof that they are somehow oppressed, and that's because they live in the past. They don't know how to live any other way.
Therefore, ending the marriage for no reason. So, not in the case of abuse or neglect or adultery or any of that. No fault divorces. Meaning that one day you just decide that I don't want to do this anymore. But here's the thing. In your wedding vows, I at least I think, you said, until death do us part. So if it wasn't the case of abuse or neglect or adultery, why are you getting a divorce? What does getting married even mean to y'all anymore?
Till death do us part is merely a formality in modern day marriages, unfortunately. These women think that if they are told they're unhappy, that completely nullifies the vows, which is awfully convenient on their part.
You white, I'm black, I don't want to keep...
So why are you being racist? Why are you being racist? Where are you going?
It's so frustrating to see these women try to play the race card just to try and get out of taking responsibility for committing a crime.
Stop. Stop now. Come on over here. Stop doing that.
Okay,
Stop acting like
I
this.
did.
You're acting like a child.
I'm afraid. I don't know what to do.
Stop going over here.
I just walked the line. My hands are up. I have no weapons.
Did I tell you to walk?
I promise you I don't have anything, sir.
What is your name?
Oh my God. You got my license, sir.
Really
you got my license.
All you have to do.
Oh my God, I walked the straight line.
Why are you not listening? Why are you not listening?
I walked the straight line.
Why are you not listening? Stand. All you have to do is stand.
My hands are up. I don't have no weapons. Please don't choke me or hurt me, please.
What's your name? Go ahead and stand right here for me. Bring your feet together, hands on your side.
What these women don't realize is that the harder they try to pull this crap, the worse it's going to be for them after it's all said and done.
Oh my God, I have no weapons, please. I haven't done anything. I had to go to the potty really bad.
You're not listening. Are you listening? Are you listening
right now? I had to go to the potty really bad.
Are you listening?
You told me to stand right here.
No, I told you to stand right here.
Oh my God, you said, I gotta come so close to you. I'm afraid to come close to you.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna advise you and call your Taylor warnings, okay?
Oh my God.
I suspect that you're driving under... Stop talking.
Oh my God.
Stop talking.
I don't want to die.
You're not listening.
I don't want to die.
You get back in the car. You're not listening. You get back in the car. Get back in the car.
That's my twin sister.
Get back in the car.
She got pulled over for driving under the influence, and she's trying to use despicable tactics to try and get out of it. She's a danger to herself, and she's a danger to other people.
We're trying to deal with it.
That's my
Listen,
don't tell me to get back in the car.
I will tell you to get back in the car because you're interfering with our investigation. Get in the car.
I don't want to die.
Why are you acting like a child? Why are you acting like a child?
I don't want to die.
Stop acting like a child. You get out of the car again, you're going to jail for resisting obstruction. You understand?
I didn't do anything wrong.
Well, first of all, you were speeding, and I want you to stop talking.
I gotta go to the potty so bad. Please, my hands are up.
I want you to stop talking.
My hands are up. What do you want me to do?
To stop talking.
What do you want me to
Stop talking.
He's absolutely right for calling her out for being a child. This guy is trying to do their job, and she's trying to accuse him of trying to end her life. But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.